Good morning, guys. It's Mazi again, and I'm here to share my daily outlook with you guys as usual. All right, so we start from the weekly to have a trade idea of what GBP USD is actually doing. So let me make this chart look a bit concise, so we can have an idea of what GBP USD is actually doing. So yeah, looking at this point here, I was able to validate this structure with my guys on my TikTok live stream. Yeah, we did that. And also we now discovered that price has what come into this guy. Yeah, this is where price is currently, and price is reacting off the rejection block, as we can all see it here. That is actually where price is now reacting from. That is why you notice that the monthly is in a very deep range for a very long time. Monthly has been ranging. You can clearly see that. That is why when you take a trade in a lower time frame, it's just messing with your feelings. Yeah, because market is in a range. So yeah, moving down to the weekly, which gives us a little bit of insight of what price is doing. And here we can see the candle that is responsible. Yeah, and here we can see the candle that is actually responsible for the sweep. The candle will give us a breakout here, didn't give us an inducement, gave us this pullback to this point and couldn't what give us a breakout. So eventually, where are we expecting price to come to? We are expecting price to pull back into the zone. But now there is a little bit of something else I noticed here, right? This pullback here, this and this. So it's not coming from something I noticed off the chart. Yes, something I noticed off the chart is even what is making me believe that we might most likely get a sell when we come into this zone without coming to raid here, because normally this is supposed to be the inducement, right? This is supposed to be the inducement, but there's something else I noticed while trading for a while, and something like this. When I see structure prints like this, I've said it severally. When I see structure print something like this, comes back to read this low, after reading this low, gives something like this, right? And gets to this point, you're supposed to give us a breakout. He didn't give us a breakout. Rather, he gave a wick. He used the wick to what? Wick down. He wicked that high there, or the low. Yeah, he wicked the high and give a body close inside. Then start reversing, right? Then start reversing. Most times, this is what price does. Price comes back into this point here and continues to finally give us the breakout. It's something I have noticed severally. And in this case, you can see it. See a pullback. You can clearly see that pullback. See, give us this, this, then this, and fail to what close with the body, just a week. So what do I normally notice when it comes back into the zone where the whole thing originated from? It's going to do this. It's something I have noticed. It's something I've actually noticed. So that is why I'm even thinking, oh, maybe when we get to this point, price should start selling to the downside. But that I am not sure yet. Until it does that, before I'll start looking for sales. But originally, based on what I trade, I'm actually supposed to wait for this high to be taken so that price will use it as the inducement and continue coming to this point here, right? So that is the overall trade idea on the weekly. Then let me delete this, get out of my screen. So we'll go down to the daily time frame. So yeah, looking at the daily time frame now, this is the last previous structure that I can see, right? Caused a sweep, caused a breakout, but has not left an inducement yet. No inducement yet, because when you mark from this low to this high, this particular pullback does not fit in the 50%. So this is not a inducement yet. So looking at this daily, I can clearly see this volume imbalance here. This is what price was coming for yesterday when you saw this whole move to the downside. Price was coming for this volume imbalance. But I don't just trade volume imbalance in isolation. So when I moved to lower time frame, I saw this. I saw an incoming structure. I saw the structure. This, a very valid structure here. and left this inducement for price to come into this point and give a reaction to the upside. So I took this trade because it perfectly aligns with that volume imbalance, feeling of that volume imbalance on the daily time frame. And secondly, why did I mark this point as my second entry? It's because I can clearly see this other structure below here too. This other valid structure below here gave a breakout and left an inducement, because if I mark from this high, from this low to this high, this becomes the what? The inducement of this guy here. And where is the source candle? The source candle is here, which the source candle is higher, right, than our inducement. So that inducement becomes the what? Second, and this inducement becomes the entry for this structure. That is if price wants to respect this guy here. That is why I put this. So in case this first guy should fail, this guy should hold. If this guy should fail, this is now the next point where we are expecting a reversal. Because why? The trade idea is we are moving to this point here. All right. From the 3 months, we are moving to this point here. And we all can clearly see the whole rejections we're having here. Rejections, 3 rejections now. But there has not been a what? A breakout yet. 3 rejection, but no official breakout yet. So wait to see what GU actually wants to do. So let's check on gold. Oh, let's check on gold. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, interesting. Gold is still what? Dropping. What is my expectation? I'm expecting gold to what? Drop, take this particular guy, come into this guy, then we start moving to the upside. Right? Take this guy. So at this low here is where I'll be looking forward to take my entry. Yeah. Adjust the sweep of this low. Why? Because wait, where is the source candle? Oh, sorry, that's not the point I'll be taking it. This is where I'll be looking forward to take the buys from. Yeah, this is where I'll be looking forward to take the buy from. Yeah. So this will be my incoming trade. My stop loss just below here, few pips below. Then TP above here. Hopefully I get a 3R. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Fits in everything. It fits in all my current confluence. Yeah, it fits in everything I trade. So this will be my next trade idea on gold for now. This is my next trade idea on gold. So hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. So looking on silver, almost same thing. Yeah, same trade idea on silver too. Silver is printing same trade idea. So, but I'll have to choose one because I cannot trade the two, right? If I take the two and hit stop loss, that's like me losing, right? Double of what I plan to lose on one trade. Yeah, because silver and gold is brother and sister, so most times they do the same thing. So if this trade now should hit stop loss, I'll be losing double. And if you should hit TP, yeah, I make double also, but I'm not willing to risk it. I am not willing to risk it. So I'll choose the best setup, the best setup and trade from. And from the look of things, this silver is even better than the gold. Yeah, silver looks more perfect than gold. Silver looks more perfect than gold. Obviously, US 30 and NAS 100 is not showing anything. Let's check out BTC. BTC is really respecting this guy, yo. BTC is really respecting this guy here. Yeah, this guy here. For those who come to my live stream, you know, when I marked, even the community can testify when I dropped to this zone, right? But my only problem is if this BTC could have, you know, or broken this guy here, if he had given us this breakout here, which he did not, if it had graciously given us this breakout, right, I would have been looking for a trade when BTC comes back into the zone to continue to this point. But BTC did not do that. Rather, it has just been ranging, though it is showing us that this is a very strong zone. Why? This guy here is the last valid previous structure, and this guy here is the next. And if this guy should go, this guy should not be in the picture. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, because this is it. Look at it. Cost a sweep, cost a breakout, did this pullback, no inducement here, did this pullback, and before it created this structure up here. So since this structure is taken, the daily range is now extended from this low to this high to now this low to the next high, from that low to the next high here. to the next high here. That becomes the daily range. And we can see this perfectly fitted inducement. This guy also an inducement. So where would have been our first entry? Where is the source candle? Yeah, this was our first entry, though we did not tap the entry. We were very close to tapping the entry. Then it reversed, right? Came back. Now it has finally caused a sweep here. But the problem is it did not give us a breakout on the 4 hours. Let's see 2 hours. Did it give a breakout on the 2 hours? Still a problem. Because if it had given a breakout on the 2 hours, I would have trusted you. Still no breakout on 1 hour. So that was why I said there's no point buying BTC for now. If you had given a breakout on 2 hours, I'll be more confident to trade it. But it didn't. So I have to wait for this guy to balance it. So what I'm waiting for is for BTC to take here. If BTC should take here, and BTC is ready to continue going up, BTC will tell us. We'll find out from what is printing and we'll continue buying to the upside. So that is that about that. We're done with BTC. Let's move to, okay, we checked GU. I think we've done GU. EU, yeah, for EU, I'm waiting for price to come down a little bit lower than where GU wants to buy from. Now, what is my logic? What is the logic? What's the logic? Okay, I can clearly see this low reacting off this key level here, but my problem is it does not have a sweep. This guy also does not have a sweep. This is the only guy that caused a sweep. Here we can see we see volume imbalance, but still there was a body close above it. So that's the only guy that caused a sweep. And so this is the only guy that caused a breakout and caused a sweep. Right? Also reacted from a valid point of interest, FVG key level. Right? So I'm expecting, right, price to come into this red line here and possibly start buying to the upside. This is the most ideal point to what? Place that entry and stop loss just below here. But the range is just too wide. The range is too wide. All right, except if I want to do extending up to this point. Even at this point, there's still nothing what good. That's why I just decided to just make it all the way, stretch it down to this point. Okay, at least from this point to this point, we can get close to 3 arrow. Then if I decide to now extend it all to this point here, right, it can give us up to 3 arrow, which is a minimum trade, minimum of arrow that I trade. So GJ, waiting for GJ to drop. That's not given an inducement yet, so it's not inducement. I'm waiting for it to form so it can come into this zone. They will continue buying to the upside. Then Solana, I'm clearly trying to short Solana. Solana is not going up. I don't know what your plan is, but the point is from this point here, I am shorting Solana. I'm shorting Solana. I guess the reason why he wants to make that buy is because of BTC. BTC is turning and he wants to, but I don't know. Whatever he does, I accept. Okay. Whatever he creates at the end of the day, whether he creates a perfect structure and counters the trade and start moving up, I will accept that. It is part of trading. You don't win every single trade. Yeah. So pretty much nothing extra to look out for. Okay, so guys, if you want to see me do live analysis and understand what I look out for while analyzing, make sure you come to my TikTok live stream. I do teaching at night during the evening session. The morning session is more of Outlook. That's what I do. Outlook morning session, evening session, I do teaching. So click the link on my bio to join my Telegram community so that you don't miss out when I'm going live, because I always announce it there before I go live. So come to TikTok live. Let's learn together. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.